For 31 days, we were holding, connecting with Dadi Janki, thinking, describing, trying to practice her 31 facets of diamond like life. And every day, in very simple way, she kept reminding us of our love for Baba, source of wisdom, truth, Almighty, a caring parents, one who constantly sustains us, one who is my strength and support, heals our hearts, remove our sorrows, and bestow us liberation. Very caring, unlimited blessings, bestower of fortune. Baba's unlimited qualities. And she reminds us of our fortune, intoxication, and the joy. So we are very fortunate that Dadi keeps reminding us, one who is most beloved, very merciful, how he all the time guides us. So our heart is full, and we are very thankful that Baba gave us instrument like her to be with us and constantly sustain us. So we have love for Dadi, and we follow her example. So we now take the Ishti from Baba to get current so that we all can also be a good instrument, a good example, and keep very generous heart, unlimited attitude. Always maintain good wishes and bhavna for all the souls.
जब तक पवित्रता नहीं है शांति आ नहीं सकती। पवित्रता जननी है, शांति बेटा है। तो शांति आएंगी, सुख भी आएगा। बेचारे ने समझा। अभी हर मुरली में बाबा की है पवित्रता। जरा भी अपवित्र ख्याल आया, जरा ख्याल आया, योग नहीं लगेगा, बल नहीं मिलेगा। तो आप समय गंवाने में होशियार है, सभी बड़ा होशियार है। फालतू बातों में समय गंवाने में होशियार है, पर अंदर से आता नहीं है समय ये सफला करने से पवित्रता। तो ये भी जब से बाबा ने कहा है, कोई पूछे भगवान कहाँ है, को मेरे दिल में है। कौन बैठा है जो कहे मेरे दिल में है? भगवान से पूछें तुम कहां रहते हो? बच्चों के दिल में। टू फॉलो मीन्स टू लव and to show. Follow means to love and to show the love in a way that is real and practical to be safe. समझ रहे हैं ना? हिंदी में मुझे मजा नहीं आता सर, पर हिंदी का किया है और इंग्लिश में बोलना अच्छा लगता है। फिर से पढ़ती हूँ, टू लव एंड टू शो the love in a way that is real and practical. Act से समझते हो ना? To be safe, to become free, to know what is right thing, to know what is right thing, to do at every moment, to have a solution for every situation. ये मुझे अक्षर जच गया, जो राइट है वही करना है, यही सॉल्यूशन है। टू स्टे इन बाबा's कंपनी, पहले लव तो राइट थिंग, पर अभी स्टे इन बाबा's कंपनी एंड शेयर द कलर ऑफ दैट कंपनी। ठीक है ना? ठीक है ना? समझ में आ रहा है ना? The unlimited fruit of that trust. कितनी अच्छी लाइन है। To trust and to receive unlimited fruit of the trust. To be an honest Brahman. मजा आता है बहुत। To take one more step towards becoming angel, to go ahead and lead the way for others to overtake you. Thank you, Shanti.
Om Shanti, welcome to Diamond Dadi. Today's day 31st. Let us smile. Now listen to Mohini Didi. And as you all know, today we will be introducing our new series for tomorrow. So after we finish with this, we will let you know what's the topic and how we will move forward with that.
Om Shanti. One of the very, very important quality of Dadi was learning. She always will learn from everywhere. I know many times some of us, if we are doing something, she will come, oh, I also want to do. I also want to be like that. So you saw how she had learned to even speak English and read in English. So it's very beautiful quality as a child or then as grown up and mature person that I have to learn. Learning is very, very important because some are close. I know, I learned, I am not interested, but Dadi was interested in everything to know. Not only know, but then she will do also. So, and then this is the internal energy which keeps us very happy. So if I learn something new, something different, then I will be happy. And that will bring a big smile on my face. So this smile is not only a facial expression, but this smile is coming from very deep learning, contentment, joy. So then, drishti of love and a cheerful face. How powerful it will be. Drishti of love, God's love. Always, always look at anything or anyone with drishti of God's love and with cheerful face. I was thinking that even when you are with the plants, you have to look at the plants, right? So even the nature feels very, very happy. And you will feel that how even flowers and plants start smiling to you. Because respond is always there, right? So smiling and being cheerful is not only with human beings, but with entire creation. Even if you look at moon, you look at stars, you look at sun, you really smile because how beautiful they are. Such an important source which sustains us. Not only beauty, it's not something technical, but nature is providing us sunlight, moonlight. So Dadi's this personality, I really used to enjoy just being around her, creates so much enthusiasm, energy, and she will take interest in everything, everything in the life. And then this whole energy of let's do now, right? One time she called me and she said, you have to go to Malaysia. And I said, okay, call of time. So when I called embassy to get visa, they say minimum 3 days. And call of time was like next day. So I told Dadi that I can't get visa for. She said, you can get. You tell them I have to go. So I said, will they give me out of it? She said, yes, you go. So she was like that. She doesn't believe that you can't do it. She always feels everything is possible. And if we have to do it, let's do it now. I know that last time I met her in October. And so something she told me to do it. And I said, Dadi, maybe tomorrow. She said, who has seen tomorrow? Every time I will say, Dadi, tomorrow, who has seen tomorrow? Just imagine at this age to have energy of do it now. And I know, especially with me, I'm a person who can be quiet, who can be easy. Certainly, I believe in doing all the time. So she will make me do. You can do this, you can do it. I said, okay, Dadi. So even now, she is inspiring us. And I do get early morning, like, you have to do it. I hear those voice and hear very clearly what she wants us to do. So we thank Dadi very much, and also take the quality of learning, taking interest, because then others around you also feel very happy. And we have to maintain this energy at this time, very light, joyful, full of enthusiasm, and of course, love for Baba. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So now Sister Shireen will be with us and she'll be concluding our this series of the month, March Diamond Dadi. So let's hear from her first before we move to our new series.
Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti, Didi. It has been a wonderful journey for me, and I'm sure for everyone. I was, since this morning, going over all of the 31 points of the homework. And I was thinking, really, each point was like a whole chapter of the Gita. There used to be something called the Ashtavakra Gita, which was different from the Bhagavad Gita. And so we need to have something with Dadi Janki's Gita. So it was really amazing. So many realizations and so much of everything, so much benefit from accumulating attainments, so many realizations, so much benefit I took, and I'm sure all of you did. And so I was in two minds as to what is it that we should do today about the 10 points. And so, because since morning, I've been thinking about becoming an angel. And so what Dadi shared and what Didi shared today really tie in with becoming an angel. And so the theme is the next steps to becoming an angel. So 10 next steps to becoming an angel. The first one is Dadi started off with saying about purity. That purity is the mother of everything. And so that should be our number one aim, is to be pure. So that is the first step and the next step of becoming an angel. The second one is not to be clever in wasting time. And the third one is the third step of becoming, the next steps of becoming an angel is God has to live in my heart and I have to live in God's heart. And the fourth one is to know what is right, to do at every moment what is right, and to have a solution to everything that is going on. For every situation, to really have a solution. And so that is the fourth step. And the fifth one is to stay in Baba's company and to share that company with others. The sixth one is, I love this point where she was talking about the trust, to really be an honest Brahmin, and to really reap the unlimited fruit of that trust that comes from being an honest Brahmin. The seventh one is to lead the way but also to allow others to overtake you. The eighth one is Didi was sharing this. It was the important quality of Dadi Janki was her learning. And so we have to really be lifelong students. And I really feel that is so, so important. And then Didi really stressed on that, the energy of learning, the energy of being open to learning. The eighth one is that our smile should also be for everything, for all of creation. You know, the plants and the sun and the moon and the trees and nature, everything. And when Didi was talking about nature, I was thinking nature is so unconditionally giving. The sun never says, hey, I'm not going to not shine on you and I will shine on you. It's always giving. And so I loved when Didi was touching upon this, that our smile should be for all of nature. And really, that is what an angel is. An angel is for not just for everyone, but also for all of nature. And the 10th one is to maintain this energy of joy, of lightness, of enthusiasm, and love for Baba. And so those are the next steps in becoming an angel. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Whenever we have to get 10 points, we have to think of Sister Shireen. Call Sister Shireen to get 10 points. Because no, these days for mileage you have points for everything, right? So thank you very much, and
Thank you
your
for the blessing.
your energy of enthusiasm, and I know you are very good effort maker. You observe silence for a day. I was very happy one day I called you, and you were very busy in thinking of planting some vegetables in the garden in Tampa. So you were producing this, what they call it, saplings in the little pots in the kitchen. So you were making those parts and little saplings, and you said then you will plant it outside. And I was really struck that it's not just silence, it's not just question of only sitting in yoga, but how, you know, because those days I think we wanted to have really good vegetables and all that. So it's like taking interest in everything. You helped us so much with the calendars and posting calendars to all over the world. And
No,
you were,
thank you for your
yeah,
blessings, Didi. It was
really, you
nothing
were
but blessing.
so humble and you were so available. I know that Bhumi will call you for send so many calendar, yeah, and you did so much. So you always had been very generous, very open, and also, you have a big heart and lots of love. Especially you love to make variety of cookies, right? That's so. One time I got so many varieties, large quantities. So anyway, I'm just saying that, yeah, you have good gift and you are gift of God and lots of our love, good wishes, blessings, and
Thank
a
you.
big thanks to you to be available for whole month. Om Shanti. Thank you.
My fortune. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm.
Om Shanti. So we are not saying goodbye to this series, but it has gone in us, right? So it can stay always with us. So Diamond Dadi was a beautiful series. And of course, thank you to our Didi. And thank you to our dear sister Shireen. Thank you from whole Avyakti Parivar, from whole Avyakti team. So now let's move forward. So for tomorrow, let's see what new topic we have. Here we go. Murli, source of truth. So it's a beautiful. Baba's words make us aware of what we have to do. And the scenes of drama make it easy for us to follow his directions. So, this is the quotation we used in our Diamond Dadi series. And from that, this whole series has emerged. And now you see. So, what we will be doing in this series, of course, it will be explained to you later on, but we go with these three words. So, welcome to new series Murli, Source of Truth, Salvation, Krishna, Intellect. Now we will listen from Mohini Didi first.
Om Shanti. Murli is a flute, and the music of flute is very sweet, very gentle. And really, really, when you hear the flute as instrument, deeply, deeply touches you and moves certain emotions in you. So when God comes and He speaks, we call it also Murli. I know that there was one time a student who finished the course. So sister said, tomorrow I will read Murli. So he said, Murli must be flute, right? So he came and he kept saying, so she kept reading, oh, but you didn't play a flute. She thought that it will be that wooden flute that she will be playing. It's very, very deep, simple, but it has truth. There is a tradition in India. Everyone believes in different scriptures. Some have Gita. Some have very big book of Granth, Sikh religion. Everyone has different scripture. So whenever they have to get answers, solution, direction, or internal like happiness, if they are confused, they want clarity. If they will open the scripture and they will read few lines from that, and they will find what they want, the answers, the solutions, the directions. And it's really, really, they do it regularly. In my home, Lokik home also, we believed we had a big granth which always will remain open, big one. So, but we will turn pages. Our dadis, whenever midnight, during day, you see in their hand Murli. That means everything you could find is in Murli. So what we are trying to do this month to see, how do I read Murli, listen to Murli in such a way that I am finding the answers, I'm finding directions, I'm finding solutions, and also that truth. Because truth is something, it just could be one sentence, but as I practice and I want to experiment that practice, new revelation comes, new understanding comes. It's very, very beautiful because this is what I'm experiencing. That understanding of Murli. Every time you read Murli, there is something, it deepens the understanding. So the way our brother Ken will explain, or the way we will study this month Murli, which I was the first one to do it today. I just couldn't move from one paragraph to other because there was so much in it. And I myself, like some of the efforts we make is that where my intellect should be all the time. We heard examples of Dadi Gulzar, that she saw all these buildings in New York and she will see all things, but then she will say, but in golden age, our palaces will be different. In golden age, so she will always, her intellect, answer she will give will be always like her intellect is with the golden age, or her intellect is with Baba or home. So that's amazing because our intellect could get little bit attracted, or we think about it. So the words we will pick up, you will see later. So I was working on that, and I really found so much help, concentration. Not only that, immediately my experience was that my intellect is not now being pulled anywhere. And this pull might not be attachment, but information or news, or, so much is going on around. We talk about it, we chat about it, we get more information. But how intellect can still all the time remain with that truth, so that it's not only what I experience, but then in practical also I find that it has a lot of power. And that is why I like the quote of Dadi, that when you listen to the words of Baba, then inspires you, or make it very clear and gives you the answer of what to do. Because in doing all two, there are two things. One is for my spiritual efforts. Other is in day-to-day life. I have to decide what I have to do. So Murli gives direction, understanding. It's the source for everything. We are using the word truth because that is the fundamental important thing. I have a lot to say about it, but time is limited. One thing I definitely feel that we all, when we come in Gyan, we have certain concepts. So let us start with new way of learning, practice, and experiencing Murli. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So, Didi gave us little explanation, but now let's see. We have something more and more to know. And for that, month of April, we have another angel who will be with us. And to invite, I would like to invite Sister Shireen to give welcome to our angel who is going to be with us whole month. So let's start with Sister Shireen and she will welcome.
Om Shanti, everyone, again. So I'm really looking forward to this series. We have with us our divine beloved brother Ken. So Brother Ken, I'm sure most of you know Brother Ken. Brother Ken takes care of all of the centers in Latin America and Central America. And he has been with Baba for over 45 years, originally from Australia. Now he lives in Brazil, and there he is. He is a genius. He is good at everything. Right, Brother Ken?
I don't know about that.
Anyway, he's going to take us on this journey about the Murli. So we are very fortunate to have you and delighted to have you.
Well, thank you, Shireen and Didi Mohini. I feel very humbled by this task because, as you know, I've got a very long connection with Murli because when I came into Gyan for the first 3 months I was in London, I went back to Australia and there were no Murlis in English. So everything was still in Hindi. And the muli for me was Charlie's handwritten notes, but they were so precious. And I had to figure out things for myself because the nearest center was in I think Singapore or somewhere, like many thousands of miles away. But the muli is like, as Sister Mohini was saying, the source of truth. It's the source of it is the source. It's the literal connection that we have with Baba. If our yoga is not so good, we can have the muli in front of us. And as Sister Mohini was sharing, is we can take out, we can use it as an oracle. Any of us, we can get a muli, just open it up, and then we'll also find what we need to find, as Didi was telling us. But it was a source of spiritual life for Baba, Brahma Baba, for Mama, for our daddies, for all of our seniors. So if our daddies had become so great, and if Brahma Baba and Mama had become so great, where did they get that from? It's the same source that we have every day. And it's interesting that we did this exercise to figure out how to become part of an association of country organization called Brahma Kumaris, because there's no affiliation in a sense. But we're together. The only thing that keeps us together is the Srimat. And Srimat is in the muli. So it's the bond between us, the knowledge that we share. And we can take the most out of the muli as per our desire, really. If you get, after a muli, you see, you compare people's notebooks, you'll find everyone's written down different points because each one is taking in what they require. And as Didi was telling us about the flute, it makes us dance inside. And so the answers are there if we're looking for them. So the idea is, and I'll just describe very briefly, we're going to be looking at the next day's muli for our homework. So without giving away all of the points in the next day's muli, I'll be sharing with you what we can be on the lookout for. And how can we, there are many, many different ways to appreciate the muli. For example, today's muli. As I read the muli and as I listened to the muli, I did both. I was on the lookout for one of Baba's titles and how I could come closer to that. And so I selected the title of him as a purifier, the teacher of spiritual yoga. And this is the points from today's muli. And like for Amrit Vela, I had decided that I would practice a point from that muli even before the muli. I always like to have a look at it the night before. In fact, I read the muli for Australia, so that was yesterday afternoon. So I was already seeing the muli, but I had my Amrit Vela on with this thought: I am in a category of the higher soul. So I take one point from the muli, and we're going to share that for the Amrit Vela exercise experience. There's also something that, there's a practice that we're going to suggest. There's a practice that I'm going to suggest for the traffic control. We can come to that later on. And also for the experience part, where we'll be registering our experience in our chart at the end of the day. So there are three things, as you saw on the slide before: listening, practicing, and experiencing. So in a way, I'm going to share how I have appreciated the muli, connect the muli of one day with the next day's muli. I'll do that. And one of the things, for example, just to give a bit more flavor, I was thinking of, checking as I did today in my traffic controls, how Sato Pradhan I am, It's easy to check, how much of the influence is around, because the world around is in such a mess. And the point from today's Morley that I'll check later on with the chart is, how was my experience with my hands in the work of my intellect with Baba? So first of all, I want to show you the word cloud of tomorrow's Morley, if you can put that up, if that's possible. What I did is I got some software, and what it does is it works out the frequency of words. And so I wanted to have a picture of the Morley but according to the size of the word, that's how many times the word appears. So the word, I think more than 30 times in the Morley that most appeared was the word Krishna. And that obviously is something we have to connect with, because we're making effort to become like that. The second most frequent word was the word salvation. This is from tomorrow's Morley. And the third most frequent word is intellect. So what I suggest for everyone to do is to, what we're listening for in the Morley, and now you can put that slide up, the listening part, is what's the connection between being saved and becoming like Krishna and using the intellect? What's the connection between those three things? What is the connection between being saved, the intellect, and becoming like Krishna? So as we're listening to the Morley, we'll be more attentive. We'll be on the lookout for something that's there. And it makes it a richer experience. Instead of just sitting passively and just listening, I'm sitting there listening for something that I will connect, I will associate, and make some sense out of. And the practice that I suggest, and this is taken directly from the Morley also, I am a pure soul, saved from the attractions of the old world. But if we're talking about salvation, then what it means, I know in Hindi, Sadgati, there are, I think, 10 different translations of that word. But the one that I like most is the state of truth. Sadgati is the state of truth, which is very different from the idea that we would have in the Christian world. So I'm in a state of truth. I'm a pure soul, saved from the attractions of the old world. So that's the thought that I want everyone to have. We're going to have for the traffic controls. And lastly, after we've gone through the whole day and living the experience of the Morley, experience for the chart that I'm going to register. What are the benefits that I've received from having this unwavering love for Baba? Unwavering means it doesn't oscillate, doesn't move, stays straight. As Didi was talking about Sister Dadi Janki and how she just had the one beloved in front of her. So in the Morley, we'll see many points about lover and beloved and things like that. So be on the lookout for the connection between those three words and how to build that into your spiritual stage, and also to have this practice at traffic control and experience for the chart. Finally, I've selected a thought directly, a quote actually, straight from the Murli for Amrit Vela. So you can put that one up too, if you can. So this is, I will break away from everyone else and connect myself with you alone. I will have true love for you. So that's the thought, the determination for Amrit Vela tomorrow. So the idea is to really engender interest in the Murli and inspire us all to grind our own ingredients. The Baba says, you know, we shouldn't just be listening to things and letting it go in one ear and out. I like to say it comes in one ear and out the pen, as into our notebook, or in one ear and out the other. We have to make it our own. We have to make the Murli our own. And it's Baba talking to me. He's the father, he's the teacher, he's the Satguru. Those three roles are so clear in every single Murli. So enjoy tomorrow's Murli. We'll just take a huge jump by doing that. So that's what I wanted to share for tomorrow. Have a good time with the Murli tomorrow. So the calendar is there and the three words are there that we can really, you know, we can hang our experiences off these three key words, I think.
Om Shanti. Thank you very much for the can. That was nice. And warm welcome to you and to our Avyakti Parivar. And we'll be very happy to be with you every single day and to get the guidance for our new homework. And here is the calendar. So as we did since January, so 3 words will be there every day. And you will receive the full chart end of the month. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now let's move forward. Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Journey, our godly family, a beautiful constellation of sparkling stars. visit to Canada with Dadi. Now let's move forward. Today is the last day of March. And as we started eating toli from first day of March, right? So today's toli is the biggest one. You want to see what it is? It's the big one and it came from Madhuban. So here Didi is, and she's going to share this toli. And before that, I would like to just say that tomorrow, 1st April, there's nothing to fool about, okay? So everything is true because we are starting the Murli, the source of truth. So everything is truth. And of course, our Amrit Vela will be same, and it will be a special Amrit Vela as usual. We will be doing a little bit differently, but it will be from 3:30 to 4:45 with the quotation and everything. And of course, evening series will be timing will be same, and our 10 minutes of meditation during the day will be same. And tomorrow, as it's Thursday, we'll have English Sakarmoli reading from 5 to 6:10 in the evening. So that's the reminder. And now let's see what is the big toli we have.
It's very big laddu came from Madhuban. When I saw it, I said, from where it came? Because 2 sisters have gone. They just recently returned. They are in quarantine, but they send us the tolis. Very special laddu. Right? All accept it. Om Shanti. Yes, Baba started Toli. At that time, there were 300. Now, so many come, 100,000, but still they get Toli. Because they say Toli makes us holy, but also Toli is something sweet. So parents give to children something sweet. And we were little, we used to get candies and chocolates, but Baba started giving us Toli, homemade. So Toli is our birthright. Okay. Om Shanti, let's remember Baba. Yes, beautiful flute, beautiful sound. Om Shanti, and everyone, good night for Om Shanti.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Didi.